Yeah, I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was popped, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who is a dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I now? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Jesus in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh. take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they split? Did they drill? Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now Brady. He'll buy some time right. Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Marcel Darius on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check 52. No, 66. Shadow! Hey, 66!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the step and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. And I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. leads to 2nd and goal.
McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Vikings 0. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First down, Vikings.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Levante David.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The give is to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their route, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
7 yards there and a first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Help him.
A give to Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a great defender. Everson Griffin making a great defensive play there for a loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Levante David in on the tackle. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run. Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down by...
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down now, it's Cook. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 33. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
3-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Cousins gives way to Cook, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Dalvin Cook.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 26-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Play action now. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the gun, here's Cousins. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Their own 4-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
This is the rookie from Vanderbilt, Keyshawn Vaughn. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's get off the field. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. I'm on alert. 36.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Hands to Dalvin Cook.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It's 3rd down.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down. First down. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Flush to his right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Vikings.
That would give to Madison. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Handoff comes to Cook. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins. Flushed out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Vikings 14, Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Let's go, D. Mike 42, Mike 42. All right, T, let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to run with Vaughn. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charlie Warner. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 14. Bradley Pinion.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
11 at the 44-yard line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the move to his left. That'll be complete to Cook. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, They have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 20.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
They run it again with Cook. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He was
probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now.
21.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Minnesota, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.